So this is vlog 1 of my real estate and life and everything that I do. Pretty much, I'm trying to create a little bit more long format content. I'm pretty heavy on Instagram. That's where 99% of my business comes from, and nothing. I'm trying to bring a little bit of something different to my content. And let's start with this one, vlog 1. Okay, today's Sunday, beautiful day, beautiful day. I'm on my way to McDonough, Georgia, to go show some beautiful homes, new construction, to my clients. So I'm excited to meet them. I'm gonna be meeting them for the first time. And they found me on Instagram. Reached out. They've been looking for homes for a while. They're ready to pull the trigger, but now they've been looking by themselves. So now they feel like they need professional representation to work out a great deal with these builders, right? So I'm excited for that. Also, a little bit of a roller coaster week, as every week is in real estate, to be honest with you. Had some little things going on, interesting. So story time, right? Story time. I have 2 interesting things happen to me this week with 2 buyers, separate buyers, right? So the first buyer, we submitted an offer, okay? This is the home that they like. This is the home with the perfect lot size and a cul-de-sac, beautiful home. Client says, this is the one that I want. It has great incentives. So he has a 4.49% interest rate, 4.5% interest rate, fixed rate for 30 years, where today's market, the rate is 6.25, somewhere between 6% to 6.5%, depending on the credit score, right? Well, that's besides the point. Point is, he's getting an amazing interest rate. We lowered the price by $60,000, right? But unfortunately, the builder was maxed out at their incentives and couldn't give us any closing costs. So the buyer said, no closing costs, no deal. All right, so I was like, well, let's see, really try really hard with the builder, trying to negotiate. We submitted the offer with the closing costs, trying to play, I was trying to play dumb and tell the builder, hey, just, this is my offer, put in these numbers, right? Well, the builder got back and said, no, Mauricio, we're not doing that. We're already maxed out at a total of $80,000 in incentives. That's between the price reduction and the buy down of the rate. And what people need to understand is that when builders give you a rate of 3.99, 4.99, that's not a magical number that they just come up with without any cost. It costs the builder, but depending on the price, somewhere between $20,000 to $40,000 to buy down that rate. So in my client situation, it costs $20,000, right? Getting $60,000 reduction and $20,000 in the rate. So builder said, no, can't do it. Okay. Understand. Told my client, hey, this is it. What do you want to move forward, or do you want to, move on? Client said, not doing it. No problem. Let's go keep looking. Let's go find something else. Mind you, this client is very specific, which, rightfully so. You're buying your home, you're spending $500,000 on a property. You could be specific, not a problem with that. Now, there's something between being specific and being unreasonable, right? And I'm not saying that this buyer was unreasonable. I'm just saying that there's, when you have certain things that you want in a house, well, sometimes they're gonna come with a price, right? Long story short, we started looking at different options. I offered some other options in different areas that had bigger lots, much bigger lots than this one that he was buying for, half an acre at least in the new community. Well, that was not the location that they wanted to be in. So long story short, I was behind the scenes. I was like, well, finally we found something that they like, something that they want to pull the trigger on. Didn't happen before, right? So let me go back to the builder without saying anything because I didn't want to bring any hopes up, right? And I told the builder, I said, hey, this is what I would like to do. What can we do to make my buyer happy? Is there anything that you can work out for me? How about you give me a bonus or something as a realtor bonus, because some builders do, especially this time of year, trying to incentivize realtors to bring their clients to their community, which somehow they say yes to that. So they gave me 1% bonus. Mind you, this is not something that I do on every occasion, but I was lucky enough that this builder was able to do that. I don't know how. Anyhow, builder says, yes, Mauricio, I'm happy to give you a bonus. So I'm like, okay, I'm gonna give that bonus back to my client as a credit. to help out with the closing costs. He wanted 10,000. At least we're almost halfway, right? Spoke to the lender. Hey, Mr. Lender, what can you do for my buyer? Well, Mauricio, instead of the 4.99, for 4.49, we can do a 4.6. Not too much of a difference. And we can give them back a credit of $5,400. Ding, ding, ding. We have a little over $10,000, $200 more than 10,200. That's what we got. I'm all excited. And I don't want to make this very long, but I'm all excited. Got back to my buyer. Hey, Mr. Buyer, beautiful. I got you with that builder, that home that you wanted. I got you $10,200 to cover your closing costs, and the rate only changed slightly. And we're gonna keep the purchase price the same. You don't have to increase the purchase price, and you don't have to bring that money out of pocket. I thought that was great news. Buyer says, thank you, Mauricio, we're gonna think about it. Texts me the next day and says, hey, that doesn't feel right to us that you're giving us commission. I appreciate that, trying to be, respectful of my compensation, but I negotiated that extra for you, Mr. Buyer. But anyhow, he says that doesn't feel right. Doesn't feel right that the lender is giving me any credit. The lender is giving me some credit also. And for that reason, we don't want the house. It's got to be the first one in my 14-year, 15-year career as a professional real estate agent, full-time real estate agent. This is what I do for a living. This is how I put food on the table. Every single day, 6 days a week. That the buyer didn't appreciate that. Wasn't even excited about it. Well, that was it. I don't know if I missed anything. And sometimes, the builder had a great point when I shared the feedback, was that some buyers, they're just not ready. And that's true. That's true. But I was specifically asked this buyer, I said, Mr. Buyer, if I'm able to work out a deal with the closing costs like you wanted, would that be something that you're ready to move forward with? Yes, Mauricio. Well, that wasn't true. And the second one was, guys, when we you know what? I'll leave that one for another day. That's another great story time. Because I think it's a great, both of these are great lessons for buyers out there. That if you're working with a reputable realtor, someone that it's out there, not just someone like, sketchy or you don't know anything about them. I'm out there, trying to create content. I'm on Instagram, have some good community audience. I have buyers, that are on my platforms, so they can share feedback and saying call me out if I'm saying something that is not right. But if it's someone that you don't know, who they are, know very little about that person, yeah, I get it. You can be a little bit skeptical of what they're talking about. But if you're working with a reputable realtor, then, sometimes it's okay to. They're the professionals. They're in the trenches. They know the ins and outs of this business, and they're trying to work out your best interest. So the next one is going to be a great story time, because that one also blew my mind a little bit. So next time, stay tuned. I'm trying to come up with this content a little bit more. Let me know if you like it. Let me know if this is helpful. Let me know if you want to hear more about this, or if you want to hear more about other things, real estate related. So on my way, I'm about 17 minutes from McDonough, Georgia, showing this beautiful new construction. What's gonna happen? Is it gonna be a time where my buyers are ready to pull the trigger? I hope so. But on a good note though, this week, although I had those two buyers that I was telling about, I showed my beautiful client, been working with her for a very long time, wasn't ready to pull the trigger for whatever reason, or to move forward, not even to pull the trigger, because we weren't even looking for houses. But she called me up, she said, Mauricio, I think I'm ready. I really like what I'm seeing online. These are the homes that I like. Can you make it happen? I said, first of all, we have to get you pre-qualified. I know I was saying bye already to the video, but I wanted to end that with a positive note, right? A very positive note. And I said, let's get you pre-qualified. I know that you're capable, but let's just get it officially in writing, right? Put her in touch with my lender. Lender says she's good to go, qualified. phenomenal. Let's go take a look at the house that same day. And we looked at the house. She loved the house. She was aware of what the numbers are, the price and incentives, and we were able to get a phenomenal deal. Phenomenal deal. So I'm really happy for her. And we signed the contract. We got it full executed today, this morning. And God willing, we'll get it done. She's gonna be able to pick her finishes of the home and at a very, very good price. So anyhow, guys, have a wonderful weekend. Have a wonderful day. Again, give me some love. Let me know, give me some feedback if I'm just looking crazy or what. And yeah, have a great day.